ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः. So we have seen Mulavidyavadi, he always says Agrahanam is due to Mulavidya. Annidagrahanam is due to you. I don't understand because you don't understand because Mulavidya is covering the truth. This manner says. Whereas Shankaracharya says you don't understand because you don't think, you don't discern. This is the difference. He says there is something that is enveloping the truth. Mula Vidya is a positive material and it is covering the truth. It's just nothing can cover the truth because what covers the truth, what is the proof of it? Your knowledge of it. And the knowledge is there in whose light you get the knowledge of the cover. Only in the knowledge of the truth. And therefore that truth cannot be covered by anything. And therefore there is no positive ignorance. Ignorance means jnana bhavaha. And then he said, Mula Vidyavadi thinks it is a positive ignorance. Positive means a material thing. Its presence is there. There is no presence. Similarly, the darkness is a positive thing, he says. Darkness is not a positive thing. Darkness is only absence of light. It is more in the form of absence of light rather than the presence of ignorance, presence of darkness. Similarly, cold is the absence of heat. And cold is not something that is not a positive thing. It is only absence of light. In the same manner, that's what he said. He says, no. It is a positive material thing. It is covering the truth. In this manner, the Mula Vidyavadi says, it is very important to know Mula Vidya, if it is there, I should be aware of it. I should know it. If it is not aware, it's like a state. What is the proof of the presence of the objects? I see it, I perceive it. And therefore, that is the only proof, that is the sole proof. And there is no other proof. It is Pramana Siddham, what is perceived. The one who perceives is Paramatma, then what is perceived is creation. And therefore, the Paramatma is in Paramatma. In the matter of Paramatma, there is Brahmanam, that is Sutta-Siddhatvam. It is self-evident. And I see, I perceive. I perceive means I is as much evident as the objects. The objects are Pramana Siddham. I say there is a mountain because I perceive it. I say there is a sky because I perceive it. I say there is air because I feel it. There is a fire, therefore I see it. There is water because I taste it. There is earth because I smell it. I see it also, I smell it also. And therefore, every object is perceived, it's a perception. And therefore, all these things, hearing, sight, seeing is all perception only. Tasting, touching, smelling, this is all perception. And this perception is what is called, the perception is what is called evidence. And therefore, I say the objects are there. What is the proof? The proof of the sole proof, not the only proof is perception. Otherwise, there is no other perception. And therefore, they are all only perception only. The objects they look like objects before thinking, before doing vichara. If I don't do any vichara, they look like objects. They look like solid objects. But otherwise, they are only perception. And therefore, the avicharita siddham, ignorance, absence of knowledge is what is called ignorance. I don't understand. This is also because of ignorance. One may not know the French. Ignorance about the French is not absence, is not presence of something. It is only absence of knowledge. The absence of knowledge is what is called. It is considered to be presence of something. It is not presence of something. It is only absence of light. Absence of light. Like light and darkness. Bhagavan says, when when presence of light comes, the absence of light is not there. The darkness is not there. The absence of light, the presence of light eliminates the absence of light. The presence of light eliminates the absence of light. And that is why there is a Bhadyabhadaka Bhava. We don't have to interpret the darkness as a presence of something, presence of some darkness. Presence of darkness is not something positive. It is not something that is material. It's only absence of light. And the absence of knowledge is what is called avidya, ignorance. Absence of knowledge is called ignorance. And therefore here it is said, Advaita Pramana Bhavascha Asmin Pakshe. If you take according to the MULAVIDYA-NIRASA, in his school, there is no pramanam to prove that it is a material thing. Avidya is a material thing. Ignorance is a material thing. There is no pramana to prove. There is no proof. There is no proof of it. Apicha sarvasyapi prakrita janasya agami karmanaha apravruta phalatva. Agami karma is apravruta phalam. Its fruit has not yet come. Agami karma has no, the fruit has not yet come. The fruit has not, it has to be. And sanchita karma, sanchitasya samudachara, samudacharat, acharat, vrittikatva abhavacha. There is no thought of sanchita karma. And that is also pravritti abhava. That also is not fructified. Sanchita karma also is not fructified. Only prarabdha karma. Therefore, prarabdha phale karmanyeva satyatva buddhi. And therefore, only when we are enjoying the prarabdha karma, and then there is a vritti, there is a thought that I am enjoying the pleasure. I am suffering the pain in this manner. Phale satyatva buddhi, and it is a sense of reality. There is a sense of reality about the pleasure and the pain. Pravritti satyatva buddhi tvala upabhoga kale tat karma sadhana adhishtanishu. And in the physical, in the body, etc., and the means of it, everything, I feel pain, I feel pleasure, etc., in the body physically. In this manner, there is a mamakenatva, it is my pleasure and my pain. Buddhisha upavartate. This kind of sense of reality is existent when it comes to the prarabdha param. There is no sanchita karma has not fructified, and agami karma is yet to be fructified, and prarabdha karma is fructified, and that fructification one enjoys, one suffers, and therefore the sense of reality about the pleasures and pains is there. And therefore, the sense of reality about the pleasures and pains is there, and also it is my pleasures and my pains, mama kanitva. It all belongs to myself only. That I'm fortunate or I'm unfortunate. If it is pleasures, I am fortunate. If it is pains, I am unfortunate. In this manner, he thinks. Tani cheta, if these things are there, tani cheta, these things are there. Karma tat sadhana, karma bhavati jivan mukta nama tani cheta karma tat sadhana adhishtanani jivan mukta syapi santi. If jivan mukta also continues to have that the body is a part, and the pleasure is my part, and pain is my part, and then definitely jivan mukta syapi, then he is not jivan mukta jnanam tadevam avashyam angikritam bhavati. Then it has to be accepted that jivan mukta nama, jivan mukta is indeed shastra shraddha matra kalita. He's got only shraddha in the shastram. It is not something that is shraddha matra means only shraddha. He is a brahmajnani. He is jivan mukta only by shraddha. He thinks that he is jivan mukta but he is not Jivan Mukta. If he has got pleasure and pain, if he has got pleasure and pain, if he goes after the pleasure and pain in the body, if he thinks that the pleasure and pain qualify him, and the body qualifies him, in this manner he thinks. तदेव अवश्यम् अङ्गीकृतं भवति जीवन्मुक्तो नाम श्राद्धमात्रः फलितव्यवहारमित्यात्मा न तु अनुभूतो द्वैत वैतथ्यः इति. He is not the one, he is not Vaitatyah means the falsity. He doesn't know the falsity of the Dvaitam. He doesn't know the falsity of the Dvaitam. He is only Jivan Mukta by name, by Shraddha. He considers himself to be Jivan Mukta by Shraddha. He is not Jivan Mukta by knowledge. Anubhava means knowledge. न तु अनुभूतो द्वैतत्यः यत्तुक्तं विदेहकाले अस्ति चेत् यत् याति अविद्या. Videhakala, when the body falls down, Jati Avidya, the Avidya, the ignorance will go. That is also, in that matter, there is no pramanam. There is no pramanam. Natatra manam, manam means pramanam, upalabhamahe. We don't have any pramanam that ignorance will go away after the death of the body. After the death of the body, if he is Jivan Mukta, he should be free here only. He should understand himself when he is alive. What will happen after death, nobody knows. Nobody can know. And therefore, whether he is liberated or not, we don't know. And therefore, there is no pramanam. Yattuktam vidoya kal madre yadi avidya na tatra Vedanta prajana pramanyam asti chet. If you say that it is asti iti chet, Vedanta says so. Na paroksham prasangad vidya balat. Shastra always says vidya is always aparoksham. It is not inference. It's not something that is that you infer that I must be Brahma. I must be Brahma. No, it is not inference. It is direct knowledge that I am indeed Brahmaniti, and therefore, na paroksha prasangad vidya palasya. The fruit of knowledge is directly felt, directly understood. Any understanding is direct jnana. Even inference is direct jnana. Inference is something different. Inferential knowledge is different from direct knowledge. Inferential knowledge is by inference, anumana. Anumana karna. Anuman karna is different from directly knowing. If you know this table, this is direct knowledge. You all know, you know me. You are hearing me. You are seeing me. It is direct knowledge. There is no inference. And then when you are here, you know that you are here. It is direct knowledge, and therefore, Swata Siddhatvam is direct knowledge. As a subject, you are there. As a subject, you are not objectifying yourself. Your body is objectified. The subject is not objectifiable. The subject is something that is subject only. It is objectifier. And therefore, the consciousness can never be objectified. Consciousness is always objectifies. And therefore, the body is objectified. And therefore, the objectified is different from the objectifier is different from the objectified. This has to be thought of again and again. यदि देहपातानन्तरमेव देहपातानन्तरं dehapata means when the body falls, anantarameva, as anantarameva, after fall of the body alone, syad avidya astamaya. If you say that the avidya will go away only when the body falls down, the anantarameva astamaya avidya astamaya parokshameva avilingeta tadanim mukti. Then we have to say it is not direct knowledge. It is only paroksha jnana. It is not aparoksha jnana. Avidya astamaya cannot take place when after the death of the body. Avidya astamaya takes place when the man is still alive, and therefore avidya has to go. Astamaya means avidya has to go only when the man is alive, and therefore if you have If you think that the avidya will go away after death, that is only your imagination. Avidya astamaya parokshmaya avilingeta tadani mukti tatascha vedanta vijnanam aparoksh. And therefore, and also, Vedanta always says, Vedanta Vijnanam always says, Vedanta Vijnanam aparokshanubhuti anubhava rupam iti katha vrudha bhavediti. And therefore, tatasya, as a result of it, if it is a paroksha jnanam, then Vedanta's statement that it is the jnanam is always aparoksham would be wasted, and therefore it would be wasteful. Therefore, tasmad avidya nivaranasya anirupanat. Tasmad, therefore, avidya nivaranasya, avidya, if you are going by your definition of avidya, ignorance, what is your definition? That it is a positive material, anirupanat, it is not proved, and therefore, paramatma satta na siddhyet, and siddhyati. Ekiya paksha. Ekiya paksha means he accepts something. He accepts something in the shastra, but he doesn't accept the whole shastra, and that he is called Ekiya Pakshi. Ekadeshi is called Ekadeshi means he accepts a bit of space, a bit of shastra. Whatever is convenient to him, he has got his own philosophy, and shastra is only a pramanam by words, by upachara. He is called Ekadeshi. Ekiya Paksha means Ekadesh Pakshi, it is Sustam. This has been established. Jagrate Nasti Bhava Vidya Anubhavaha. In Jagrata Avastha, in Sapna Avastha, in Sushupta Avastha, we don't experience any Bhavarupa Vidya. Bhavarupa Vidya means there is a positive material. We don't experience. We only experience the absence of knowledge. What we experience, ignorance, is called absence of knowledge. It is not a presence of something. And therefore, there anubhava na janamit siddham na janami. I don't understand. This jnanam is, it can be felt, or it can be explained by non-acceptance of the positive ignorance also. Anyatha abhipagamya bhavaropa avidyam adhimavocham. Bhavaropa avidya Bhavarupa Vidyam idam avochama. We have said only Bhavarupa Vidya cannot be there. Bhavarupa Vidya is not there. We say, we accept that there is no anubhava. It is accepting that there is no experience of Bhavarupa Vidya. Bhavarupa Vidya means a positive material. Abhavarupa means absence of knowledge. Like darkness is only absence of light. In the same manner, absence of knowledge is called ignorance, not presence of something. Absence of it is more in the form of the absence of something. Like coldness is the absence of heat only. It is not presence of something. It is not presence of some. Cold is not a presence. Cold is absence of heat. In the same manner, therefore, I don't understand this thing. I don't know the French. Need not be the presence of something. I don't know. It can be absence of knowledge. I don't understand means I don't. There is no understanding in me about this. There is no understanding in me about this. It doesn't mean that there is I have ignorance, called some material ignorance, and that it is there in my mind. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. अन्यथा भी अभ्युपगम्य भावरूप अविद्यम इति अवोचामा. This we have accepted. Paramatma satta pratipakshe durpapadayati. According to Purva Paksha, he says the positive ignorance is difficult to prove. Positive ignorance is impossible to prove. It is not there, and therefore, ignorance does not mean presence of something. It is absence of knowledge. It is not presence of something. Nacha sa se dumarahati. Your school cannot that this avidya mula vidya as a positive thing. Bhavarupa avidya is not. It cannot be established. Na se dumarahati. Katam narahati. Now the Purva Paksha says, Katam narahati. How can it not be possible? Yavat atisrushapi avasthasu sa asti iti pratyakshadivi avgamita. We experience, I don't know, I don't know myself iti. I don't know myself is not positive bhavarupa vidya. It is not a positive ignorance. It is absent. I don't have the knowledge of myself. I don't have the knowledge of myself. It doesn't mean it's the presence of bhavarupa vidya. It means only absence of knowledge. Tishrushapi avasthas. He says, Purvapakshi says, in all the three states it is experience. Na ityuchate. It is not. Siddhanta says, no. Na ityuchate. Ukta hetu tadasiddhehe. Ukta hetu by the above said logics, it is explained to you that there is experience of bhavarupa vidya. Bhavarupa vidya means positive ignorance, presence of something. There is material ignorance is not there, and therefore katham yavaduktam जाग्रदवस्थायां मामहं न जानामि इति प्रत्यक्ष अवभासः भावज्ञाने मानमिति प्रमाणमिति. Purvapakshi says, when we say that I don't know, I don't understand myself in this manner, it is experience. It is experience. Everybody feels that I don't know myself. Yeah, everybody feels that it can be explained as absence of knowledge. I don't have the understanding of myself. That's what it means. It doesn't mean that there is a presence of ignorance. There is a presence of cover, envelopment, avaranam, etc. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. तन्ना उक्त अनुभवस्य अन्यथा सिद्धेः. The above experience can be explained differently. The above experience, I don't understand myself, can be explained as absence of knowledge of myself. I have the absence of knowledge. I don't have the knowledge about myself. Rather than saying, I have the presence of ignorance. I have the presence. You don't have the presence of ignorance. It is just that you don't have the knowledge of yourself. You don't have the knowledge. The very absence of knowledge is called ignorance. The very absence of knowledge is called ignorance. This is very important here. Anuvas Anida Siddhehe. Vidyate hi jnana abhava mithya jnana samsaya jnana rupam jnana. Siddhanta says there is agrahana jnana abhava. Jnana abhava. Shankaracharya says there is only jnana abhava. Shankaracharya says there is only jnana. Agrahana means grahana abhava, not grahana vitreka. It is not the presence of ignorance. It is only absence of knowledge. Jnana bhava, absence of knowledge. Mithya jnanam means wrong knowledge. Samshaya means shanka. Rupam ajnana matram. Ajnana trayam. Samshaya jnana ru samshaya jnanam. Samshaya jnana rupam ajnanam. Jnana trayam. This threefold jnanam can be there. Agrahana means grahana bhava. Mithya jnana means the presence of mithya jnanam. Samshaya jnana means the presence of doubt. And the presence of doubt. Samshaya jnana means the presence of doubt. In this manner, ajnana trayam is there. Threefold ignorance is there. Threefold agrahanam, anyadagrahanam, samshaya grahanam. In this manner. And mithya jnana means it is in the form of mithya ajnanam. Should not be taken as mithya jnanam. It is mithya jnanam. Mithya jnana means self-knowledge. It is a wrong knowledge. Wrong knowledge it is in the form of jnana, presence of jnana. Mithya jnana, samshaya jnana. This is also in the form of jnana. It is a thought. Samshaya rupa jnana. In this manner, ignorance has threefold. Tesham anyatama vishaya eva kimna syad ukta anubhava. And therefore, I don't understand myself. It can mean only grahana bhava or mithya jnanam or samshaya jnanam. It can be taken as one of the three. Grahana abhava or mithya jnanam or samshaya jnanam. Why not we take one of the two, one of the three? Tesham Anyatamam Vishaya eva kimna syad anubhava. And therefore, when a person says, I don't understand myself, it only means he takes himself to be the body. That is because he doesn't understand himself. He doesn't understand himself. He is only jnana abhava. Jnana abhava is what is called ignorance. Ignorance is not a positive material thing. The enveloping the truth, concealing the truth. Naamidam jane, naamadam jane. I don't understand this. I don't understand that. Naham ada jane, adaha jane. किंतु एतावदेव मया दृष्टं ज्ञातं च इति. I know only this much. I have seen only this much. I know only this much. I don't know this. I don't know that. In this manner, one says, it should mean only I have knowledge of only this and that. I don't have the knowledge of other things. I only know I only know I have the knowledge of only this much. I don't have the knowledge of beyond, something beyond. Other than this, I don't know anything else. In this manner, it means. And therefore, ignorance does not mean Shrutikadam Gate, Nityameva Pratirjayate. Tatahi Vyavahare Tatra Tatra Kasminchit Vishaya Shrutipatam Gate Satyavam Mantirjayate. Mukti Anubhava. Tatahi Vyavahare. In Vyavahara, sometimes you see something. Shrutipatam, when we follow the Shastra, in Satyavam Matirjayate. Matirjayate Nahamidam Jane, Nahamidam Jane. Nahamidam Jane means I don't understand myself. I don't understand either. I don't understand this. Nahamada Jane. Kintu etavadeva maya drishtam jnatam chaiti. Soyam jnana abhavaha nama kvachit vishayaka. It pertains to an object. The anya vishayaka jnatatu buddhischa nibandhana. When you don't know something, an object, then you misunderstand the object also. When you don't understand the object, when you don't have the jnana, that is the absence of knowledge pertains to an object. Pertains to an object or subject. Here in this matter, man doesn't, he has ignorance about the subject only. He thinks that I am the body. The subject is the body. Subject and the body. Body is the object. The subject is the conscious being. And a conscious being thinks that I am only the body. And therefore, that is what is called mithya jnanam. Tadanyam vishayaka jnatatu buddhi nibandhanaha. तथा कचिदेव मनुष्य मनुष्यति रजतम. कभी one sometimes he thinks that it happens to be shuktika. He thinks that matir jayate means he thinks that it is rajatam. He thinks it happens to be shuktika, but he thinks that it is rajatam. And therefore, when he thinks that it is rajatam, that is mithya jnanam. Before, why he has got mithya jnana? Because he has no jnanam about what it is. The fact he doesn't know. It is the absence of jnanam. And therefore, that absence of jnanam looks like a darkness. The absence of knowledge looks like darkness. The absence of knowledge looks like darkness. And therefore, Shuktirevati, Jayamanya Buddhya Bhajyate. And this knowledge, Rajatamidam Sarpoyamiti, Toyamidimati. Or this is something, Shuktika, Rajatami, this is Rajatam, this is Sarpa, this is water, line. In this manner, one thinks. But then it is negated later on when it is understood that it is Shuktika and it is not Shuktika, it is not Rajatam, it is only Shuktika, it is only shell. It is not a snake, it is only a rope. It is not a water line, it is only Bhuchadram. In this manner, Bhuchadram means the broken earth. Maybe something is there. Therefore, it is only Bhuchadram. And in this manner, he understands. Sach Manisha Uttarakalindaya Vimarshapurvakam Jayamanaya Buddhya Bhajyate. And it is negated. The Shuktika is negated. Rajatam is negated. And Sarpa is negated. and so Toyam is negated. Bhuchudram alone is understood. Whatever understanding comes, when the understanding about the fact comes, then the understanding of the erroneous jnanam goes away. That is a bhajyavadaka bhavaha. What is bhajyam is the jnanam, the misunderstanding that I am the body. That misunderstanding goes away. Sacha manisha tad uttarakalyanaya vimarshapurvakam jayamanaya buddhya bhadyate bhadyavadaka bhavaha. Mama yesha bhrantir udbhabuva. For in me, this bhranti took place. Natu idam rajataha. Kim tarhi shuktireva iti. Nayam sarpaha. Kim nama rajureva iti. Nedan toyam iti. Marichaha eva iti. I thought it is only a water, but it is not water line, but it is marichaha. Marichaha means the sand mirage only. The mirage looks like water. Mirage is taken. Toyam is also taken to be Bhuchudram also. And Bhuchudram or water. If you see on the road, in summer, in midsummer, some water, then it is only a mirage. In mirage. That is Mithya Jnanam. That is Mithya Jnanam. Why there is Mithya Jnanam? Because there is no Jnana Bhavaha. Why there is no Jnana Bhavaha? Because one doesn't think so. And therefore, he doesn't think in between the subject and the object. And therefore, Avicharita Siddham it is. It is Avicharita Siddham means it is there only because one doesn't analyze the matter. And therefore, whereas Purvapakshi thinks that he is there, he doesn't know because there is something that is concealing the truth. Mula Vidya, that is not true. That's not true. When you think that, when you don't think, then you don't know. When you think in that direction, and then alone it is there. And therefore, then alone they will understand that Mithya Jnanam goes away, Samyak Jnanam comes. When you don't analyze, when you don't discern, you don't understand. And therefore, it is Avicharita Siddham. Mama Yesha Bhranti Bhava. Natu idam rajataha kim tare shuktire veti. Nayam sarpaha kim nama rajure veti. Nayam toma marichaha eveti. Tadidam mithya jnanam nama atasman buddhi rupam. Atasmin means, you don't know Sanskrit. That is why it is very difficult for me to explain. Atasmin means when it is not so, that is tad buddhi. It is mistaking it to be something else. Mistaking it to be something else. Atasmin tad buddhi is called adhyasa. Atasmin tad buddhi. Atasmin tad buddhi. Atasmin tad buddhi. Atasmin means when it is not the snake, you take it to be the snake. It is not the snake. It is taken to, it is not there. It is not Rajatam, but you take it to be Rajatam. It is not Toyam, you take it to be Toyam. And that is what is called Atasmin Tadbuddhi. Atasmin, there is a locative case. Atasmin means when it is not so. When it is not so, it is a conditional clause. When it is not so, you take it to be so. Atasmin Tadbuddhi. When it is not so, you take it to be that. And that is what is called Adhyasa. Buddhi Rupam, it is Buddhi Rupam. Buddhi Rupam means it is a perception. Pachit punaha anishchita tadbhava rupam dvikotikam. Dvikoti means don't go this way, that way. Is it Purusha or is it man or is it a lamppost? Or is it Shuktika or Rajatam? Is it Shuktika or something else? Or is it Rajatam or something else? Or is it snake or something else? In this manner, there is a doubt. Am I the body or something else? In this manner, that is what is called Jnanamuttadite yatha sthanurvasya ayam purusho vaiti. Is it sthanu or purushaha? Is it a lamppost or man? This is soyam samshayaha. This is called samshayo nama. This is what is called samshaya jnanam. And the rest of it we will see in the next class. Thank you, Ji. पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you, Jay.